What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. You are tuned into another Mental Champion Monday, okay? And today's message is to make sure that you're checking on yourself. And I'm speaking from experiences. To be a mental champion, we are hard on ourselves and we expect ourselves to grow every single day, because that's how you get better. That's how you manifest the things you want, and that's how you reach the goals that you're trying to obtain, by getting better every single day. And we work so hard and we put our heads down that we forget to check on ourselves. We out here serving other people and trying to do what's best for other people, and we're forgetting to check on ourselves. So today's message is to make sure that you check on yourself. And what I mean by checking on yourself is just as simple as doing a quick body scan, checking with your mind. What are you thinking? Be honest with how you're feeling. Be honest with what you are thinking, okay? Check your body. How's your body feel? Are you sore? Are you tight in other places? Is anything aching? You really got to check in with yourself and make sure that you're okay, because I know for me, I'll work so hard and I'll do something all week and then I'll just be emotional for a while. I'm super emotional trying to figure out what's going on. And a lot of people try to blame it on me being a Cancer, but I know it's me not opening up to the things that I need to open up and do, and the things that I need to open up and say, because I'm too busy trying to work. I'm too busy trying to grow. I'm too busy trying to make my dreams come true, that I forget to make sure that I take care and check in with myself, so that by the time it's time for me to open up, everything has been bottled up for so long that it's an explosion. And by the time it's an explosion, you get the things out and you aren't getting the responses and reactions that you would have initially got if you would open up instantly right away. And I know that's something that's hard for a lot of people to do, is just say what's on their mind right away. Say what we need to do right away, because one, we want to make sure that we're saying the right things. We want to make sure that we're doing the right things. And then two, sometimes we just don't want to get into that kind of energy. Sometimes we just don't want to be in that environment, and that is okay. It is okay to do that, but just know that when you keep those things bottled up, there's going to be an explosion. And the reason why I'm saying to make sure that you check in with yourself, like I said, I've been having a really busy week, and I would say like a really crazy 2 months. Like, with being a mental champion, I've been going up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, I'll be okay one moment, and then the next moment I'm struggling with my mental thoughts. I'm struggling with where I want to be. I'm struggling with what I want to do, and it puts me in a place of confusion. And we don't want to be in confusion. We want to be in confidence, not confusion. So in order to eliminate that, we have to make sure that we are checking in with ourselves and making sure that we are okay. And there's different ways to check in with yourselves. I told you, do the body scan. Take yourself out. Take yourself out on a date. Treat yourself. That's another way to check in with yourself, and just make sure that you're rewarding yourself for the hard work that you are doing. A lot of the times that we get into these mental states and we get into these mental depressions, it's because we're not treating and rewarding ourselves for the hard work and consistency that we are putting in to be better people every single day. And that's important. It's important to treat yourself. It's important to let yourself know, hey, I know you are struggling, or I know how hard you're working, but you're doing a great job. Be confident in yourself. Sometimes we don't want to be confident in ourselves. Sometimes we don't want to brag and talk about the things that we are doing because we don't want to seem cocky, but you have to love yourself, and you have to be there for yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to show up for yourself, and you have to show out for yourself. That's so important, because if you don't do it for yourself, how can you expect somebody else to do that for you? If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in your dreams and visions? They won't. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest support base to start with, and then everything will come. I know a lot of y'all seen a similar post on Facebook that people don't like to support you until you're popular to be supported. Make yourself popular by supporting yourself. And to all my mental champions that are out there healing from past experiences, past traumatic accidents, and anything that's just still haunting you, take your time to heal. Depending on the situation and depending on the people involved, they may want to rush your heal time. Don't let them rush your heal time. Take your time, because if you try to rush back into a situation, or you try to rush back into something and you're not completely healed, it's going to be even worse, because not only now are you harping on the things that happened before, but now you have this new mindset of like, I'm right back in it without being healed, and that's not good for your mental. You have to make sure that you step into that situation, if you're going to step back into it again, with a clear mind, a new mindset, letting go of everything from the past. And letting go of things and moving on, it is a process. It is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not something that's going to happen in a month. That takes time. So take your time. Don't allow people to rush you through anything. Don't allow them to. You work at your fastest pace. You work at a pace that works for you. And to be a mental champion, you really have to be real with yourself. You have to wake up every day look yourself in the eye and be honest with yourself. And that is something that we really don't want to do every day, but it is so relieving to just completely be honest. It's so free to just live without any worry, anything in the back of your head. Like I said a couple of videos ago, sometimes we'll say and do something and it lingers in the back of our head. So now, instead of just being honest and being free and just throwing it out there and putting it out to the universe and talking about it, now it's in the back of our head. Now we're creating more thoughts. Now it's creating more negativity back there because it shouldn't be back there in the first place. It should not be back there in the first place. Let that go. Let it out. Put it out there. And I know this video may not have a direct target or a direct topic, but the main thing that I want people to get from this video is to make sure that you're checking in with yourself and make sure that you're taking your time to heal. I think it was very important, not only for the people that was watching, but I think it was very important for me to get up and make this video for myself, just because, like I told y'all, for the last couple months I've been struggling. I wouldn't say struggling, but it's been a battle mentally. Like, I'll be up really high one week and then the next week I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, I thought I've grown from this. I thought I got better from this, but it's a test. You're always going to be tested. I have to remind myself that on a daily basis. You're always going to be tested on the new you. You're always going to be tested on the new growth. So these tests and these moments, when they come up, it's just to track your progression. And don't be afraid to fail, because you are. You will fail. Trust me, I'm speaking from experiences. You will fail. But it's about what you learn from those experiences. It's about how you grow from those experiences that's going to let you know how much better you've gotten as a person. And I had to figure that out. When these tests come and it's driving me crazy, or I'm reverting back to the old Bree, or I'm not saying the things that need to be said, or I'm saying things that don't make sense, I realize, okay, I still got to work on this, or I know I've gotten better at this. And I'm able to track my progression. I'm able to track my growth. And it's making me a better person. Although it is confusing in the head and it's very frustrating where I just want to do like that to myself. I do realize that it is a process, and it is a process to learn every single day. It's a process to grow every single day. It's a process to heal every single day. It's a process to be great every single day. That's something that you have to wake up and practice. And people ask me all the time, well, how do you stay so positive? How do you stay so uplifted? How do you stay so encouraging, so motivating? I'm able to do it because I think I'm able to realize that it's an everyday thing. It's not something that I just do one day and then it's going to be automatic for the rest of my life. It's something that you have to practice every single day. You have to wake up and choose the positives, and that's where your power comes in there. A lot of times we give our power to something else, and I was going to come on here and talk about giving power to the positives, but this whole checking in with yourself and taking your time to heal was just so on point with some of the things that I've been going through that will save the power to the positives for next week's video. But you really have to wake up and choose the positives. You really have to wake up and put power into them so that they can manifest. But if you wake up and you focus on the negatives and you focus on the bad and you focus on the lack of the things that you feel you need or what you feel is necessary, that's what's going to consume your thoughts. That's what's going to consume your body. That's what's going to consume your mind. And that's what's going to consume and determine your mood and your mentality. You have to let it go. And as easy as that sounds, it's super hard. I know it's super hard because there's some things that I need to let go that I'm still pinching away at, that still haven't completely gone, but they are leaving, but they are going away. And you have to be proud of yourself for the progression. You have to applaud yourself for the progression, because if you don't, you'll feel like you're never going to get there, and it's just going to make whatever situation is you try to let go even bigger. And we don't want to do that. Being a mental champion is not easy. Being a mental champion is not something that happens overnight. Being a mental champion is not something that happens in one day. It's something that you have to practice for the rest of your life. It's a lifestyle switch. A lot of the things that we're doing is to develop a better lifestyle. It's to develop a better mentality. That's what these things are for, to develop. And to develop something, you have to practice it every single day. You have to work on it every single day. You have to wake up and be mindful about it every single day. So I thank you all for coming and really sitting through this entire video. I thank you all for sitting and listening to the transparency of some of the things that I've been struggling with. And I'm just here to let you know that nobody's perfect. Everybody is dealing with something. Everybody is growing from something. Everybody is learning from something. So don't shy away from yourself. Don't beat yourself up because you feel like you're not where the next person is. You're not supposed to be there. You're on your own path. You have your own destiny. You have your own journey. Be proud of that. Walk down your own path. Create your own mindset. Develop your own positive habits. You can do it because I did it. And I'm still doing it every single day. And I know that if I can do it, anybody out there can do it. And that's the purpose of these videos. That's the purpose of my brand. That's the purpose behind every single thing that I do. I'm telling people that from my experiences, from the things that I've been through, down at the bottom, all the way at the top, no matter what it is, what I've been through, I've learned from those experiences. And I know I'm not the only one that's went through or going through something like that. So I feel like it's my passion, it's my purpose to use those experiences and to use my new knowledge to motivate and inspire other people to do the same thing and realize that they are their own person with their own path, and that these things are going to happen, but you can grow and you can manifest and you become a great person from anything that you go through. And I really mean that. So again, I thank you all for tuning into this very transparent and very honest video. I thank you all for tuning into every Mental Champion Monday. I thank you all for wanting to be mental champions. I thank you all for the love and support, and I'll see you next week.